Hi Virgo, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Virgos, until the 28th, we have all the planets, that is Saturn, Uranus, Mercury, and Pluto, that are moving ahead. It's a fantastic times to be implementing everything that you may have been thinking about. It's a great time to be taking those big decisions, and also it's a fantastic time to negotiate and also to recover your money. We also have Uranus, that is there in your house of expansion of the mind, and it is also a place where uh, we deal with people who are in foreign countries, or even if it has to do with learning of a language or of a subject which could be alien to you, which could be new or different to you. Now, Uranus is squaring with Saturn, that is there in your house of day-to-day chores. It is a house of your work and also the house of your health, and it's in a tight square. Now, Uranus is all about setting new goals, and it's about freedom and rebellion, and Saturn is all about limitations. It's about authority, it's about discipline, and Saturn could be holding you back from the change. But you will instinctively know, Virgos, what is it that you need to be letting go of and what is it that you need to be holding on to. Now, when Saturn transits to this specific part of your chart, which has to do with your health and your work, it is a time of heavy responsibilities and a lot of hard work. So, do not waste your energy, because it is not just a very limiting and a frustrating time, but it can also harm your health. So, try and avoid really negative people, or people, basically who sap your energy. And if you have health problems, it would be wise to observe as to how it is that you handle your physical energy as a whole. Regarding work, you will probably have a lot of patience, efficiency, dexterity, and organizing capacity as well. Many times it also happens that you could get involved with a job which is related with medicine during this time. There will be a positive focus that you can expect around your diet and the purification of the body through proper dietary habits. And if Saturn is forming a difficult aspect in your chart, then you may have to work under really disagreeable conditions, or you could be very tired or sick from overwork, and there could be an issue with either kidneys or bones or skin digestion, and you could have a bit of a tough time recovering from this. So you'll have to check as to how is it that Saturn is aspected in your chart. Now, Uranus is going to be pushing you. It's going to push you to take risks. It's going to push you to expand your horizons, expand your mind, your spirituality. A lot of you are going to be feeling really spiritual during this phase as well. And so, Uranus for you is in this part of your chart till about 2025. So, Uranus is going to be encouraging you to take a risk. It's going to ask you to be more innovative, and also do things which are a little unpredictable. If people have been expecting a certain way for you to be behaving, maybe, and you have not been getting the results, maybe this is a time that you need to be leaning in more into your Uranian energy, and you need to be more spontaneous. Take that risk, Virgos. On the 4th, we have Mercury that moves into your house of joint finances, and we also have Sun and Venus that is there. So, a lot of focus is going to be there on who brings what on the table. The 12th, we have a new moon as well, which comes and joins this house of joint finances, and it's also the house of transformation and sexuality. So, maybe there's a new turn in which your relationship takes. There is a new beginning, wherein that you may have lost hope earlier, and you could be just a sense of transformation that you feel in your partner. For some of you also, that your partner could come into some money. It could be some inheritance, some bonus that he or she gets during this time, which could help you tide over. And most of the month, like I said, things are moving ahead. So it's a good time to be as pushy as possible, Virgos. On the 15th, we have Venus that moves into the house of, again, long distance travel and expansion and spirituality. And you're going to be finding solace in prayer. A lot of you are going to be um, sort of be leaving the things to the universe for them to get sorted. Um, you are also being urged because there's a Uranian energy, and then you also have Sun and Mercury over there. You are being asked to not just reinvent yourself, but also take a firm stand, Virgos. You need to be sort of be digging in your heels and asking exactly what is it that you want. Don't shy away from backing away from something, even though you feel you have committed and it will look bad as to how it is that you will back off. But it's a time that you need to be, sticking to what you think is right, and watch your back as well. Try not to leave everything to the universe, and just remember the universe takes care of you as long as you're taking care of yourself first. On the 24th, we have Mars that moves into your house of groups of friends. And Mars is going to energize you, push you to innovate, to dream, to hope. And you could take a drastically different approach to situations, and you could be quite enthusiastic about ideas, which you will consider as futuristic, and some of them could be quite strange as well. It's a great time to be working in a group, getting people who have the same belief as you do towards a common goal. And working in a group could be the only way that you could accomplish anything during this transit. And you could be quite busy with either a charity or with a humanitarian work during this time, and you could be quite busy and quite packed. um, a lot of you are going to be dreaming a lot about your future as well, Virgos, this month, and what you would really ideally love to have happen. And you can choose to work towards these dreams and have more energy to accomplish them. Or a lot of you also have, like I said in the beginning, you need to be sticking your ground and asking exactly what it is that you want without compromising. You will have to take some hard calls this month, Virgos. There's one thing to be not to be seeking confrontation or not wanting to be a part of it, walking past it or putting it under the carpet just for the complication or the messiness that it projects. So try and differentiate the both. It's not a fight or it's not a confrontation. It is something that you're asking for yourself. It's something that you need to be holding your own ground, emphasizing, be assertive. No one is saying you need to be going out and fighting with the world or taking the world on, but it's important that you stand your ground and speak your truth and ask for what it is that you deserve and get it. On the 22nd, we have a full moon that is there in your house of communication and sibling. There could be that something comes to an end. Maybe there could be a project that you could have been dealing with that comes to a fruition during this time. It could be that maybe one of your siblings finishes a project, or finishes doing something that he or she may have been involved. And end of the month, 28th, we have Pluto that goes retrograde. So a time to recuperate your emotional batteries, a time to go down the memory lane, join all the dots, see as to where it is, whether it is your obsessiveness or your need not to get into confrontation, or your fear of losing people, or your fear of looking like the bad person who asks what they want. All of that needs to be, you need to be looking at it as to where it is that it stems from. Why is it that you hesitate to ask for what it is that you want? Maybe from your partner, saying that you need the support, since there is so much of focus that is there in your joint finances and resources. It's a time of transformation. It's a time of asking assertively. It's not a time to be walking away from it. Also, not because I would say thinking that, oh, it's not worth my time, or I don't want to be wasting time, but I think this is also time for you to be signaling to the universe that you deserve whatever it is that you're asking for. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Virgos. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.